Game Kings, The Definition of Game documentary coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, good afternoon, Mr. Locario. As usual, I want to thank you for your priceless content. I love every one of them. I have a question that I would like to have your opinion on. I'm single, so this following question doesn't apply to me, but what is your opinion on giving a woman freedom when you're in a relationship with her? There are many men who advised against women having nights out with their female friends, having girl holidays, having hen do's, etc. The hen do's due to the bride-to-be and her female friend sleeping with a hired male stripper. I have always been confused about this. Are those men who provide their advice incorrect, or do they have a point? All right, so, okay, so this is an interesting question, right? Because you're saying, okay, should you, have these sort of rules when it comes to you dealing with your girl or whatever, right? And now this is the thing: you want to have some boundaries in your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? You want to have some boundaries, some rules and guidelines of, okay, this is what's acceptable, this is what's not acceptable, right? But the thing is, you don't want to necessarily be too strict with the shit where she has no freedom to do her thing, because usually what's going to happen is that she'll just do it anyway behind your back. You see what I'm saying? And then it's going to be an issue, and then, you're going to have to charge to the game. You're going to get with some other chick. You're going to be like, look, you can't do this, that, and that. And then she's going to be like, okay, cool, I'm not going to do that. And then later on, she's going to, do it behind your back, because it's too much. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. You can let a chick know, because you're talking about, her going out, hanging out with her female friends, going on girls trips or whatever. And a lot of times guys don't want that to happen, because they're like, well, if she goes on a girl trip, she's going to fuck a bunch of dudes. You feel what I'm saying? And so I understand that concern, right? But what you want to do is you want to set some rules and guidelines that, and some of them, especially if you're in a monogamous relationship, is going to be, listen, you ain't fucking with no other dudes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. I know some guys will have a rule that say they don't want their girl to have male friends. You understand? And I guess it's understandable, because dudes know if the chick is hanging around some dudes, the dude is trying to fuck, so they ain't really trying to, they're not down for all of that shit, right? But if you have some rules and guidelines that pertain to her not really being around other men that will cause her to cheat on you, that's one thing, you understand? Which is sort of understandable that she could she could get down with, right? But if it's a thing where, it's her hanging out with her friends and, chilling with them and, kicking it with them, you still want to be able to give that leeway, because what happens is that if you're too on top of the chick, that's the type of shit that'll usually cause her to, cheat and do some fuck shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is that when you're too on top of the situation, that causes the chick to feel suffocated, and then she just automatically wants to just fucking, do some shit, because she's just like, it's like when you tell a person, don't touch that red button, all you're gonna think about is the red button to touch. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to make it too crazy. You see what I mean? And so the thing is, yeah, you want to have some, rules and guidelines and some boundaries established in the relationship, but you also want to give her some freedom to sort of do her thing, but also have her know that if she crosses the line, that it's a wrap. So for example, let's say she's going on some girl trip, right? And the thing is, she knows that if she gets caught cheating, that it's a wrap, right? But at the same time, you're giving her the freedom to go and hang out with her girlfriends, right? Now, could she cheat and sneak and do some crazy shit? Of course she can. But she knows that if you catch her, it's a wrap, right? So what will happen is, because she has the freedom to go on the girls' trip, right? She doesn't feel suffocated and stifled. So it's easier for her to sort of just like chill and have that fun and leave it at that. But if you're the type that's saying you can't go on no girls' trips, you can't hang out with your girlfriends, you can't do none of this, you can't do none of that, that's going to make her feel suffocated. And then that's going to make her just want to cheat, want to jump and do some crazy shit, because she's going to feel like, you know, she's in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, damn, I can't do shit, which is going to make her want to rebel and do some crazy shit. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that you want to be able to give her some of that freedom to sort of do her thing, because that within itself usually will stop her from going crazy. It's just like, let's say you have like, you know, a country where it's like this, you know, like dictatorship or whatever. You understand? And it's like, okay, well, you know, the people have no say, blah, blah, blah. And then so it's like they'll want to rebel, because it's like, damn, I can't do shit. You understand what I'm saying? I have no fucking freedom to do anything. Then you come to a country where it's like, oh yeah, you can, you know, do this, and you got freedom of speech, and you can make this happen. And then so the people don't necessarily want to like rebel and overthrow shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because they feel they have some freedoms to do certain things. You see what I mean? And so the same thing applies for when you're dealing with your girl, is that, yeah, you want some, you know, boundaries, but at the same time, you still want to give her some freedom to, you know, do her thing. And the thing is, you know, based off of, you know, who you are, what you're about as a man, you know, you're going to have your own individual boundaries and rules and guidelines set for how you want, you know, a situation to be in the relationship you have with the girl. You understand? Now, you could be the type of guy that's like, look, I don't want you going on no girls' trips with your girlfriends and all that other stuff. And if the girl is really feeling you, you know, she'll probably abide by that, and then it'll just be what it's going to be. You understand? But remember, the more strict you make it, the more, you know, like when it's so like detailed rules, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go here, you can't do this, all that other shit. In the long run, that's going to make it harder for you, and then it's going to make it to where she's going to want to bounce or do some other extra shit. And now you could say, well, okay, well, she could bounce it and I'll get another girl, but it'll be the same thing with the new girl too. If you like, okay, you can't do this, you can't do that, don't do this, don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? When it's so much, she's going to, you know, end up sneaking around, doing some shit on the sneak tip, and you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.